And we are live. Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to Gentlemen of Crypto, episode 1272. Today is Tuesday, December 24th, 2024, and I'm King, here to bridge the gap between community and crypto every day, Monday through Friday. And today is a 7-ish day for real. Today's top story is only a few. IRS doubles down on crypto staking. They said, y'all know we're going to get our money off it. Trump appoints former college football player Bo Hines to head crypto council, and Crypto.com launches U.S. institutional custody service. And that's actually it for the most part. Not a lot of stories today, but I'm sure I hear from you all. And of course, we'll take a quick look at these prices going into the Christmas holiday. And it looks like we actually got our first dip of the actual month, really, for the most part. So let's go ahead and take a look at that and more really quick. Let's go ahead and look at these prices on the day. Oh man, I just canceled up my screen real quick. Bitcoin is coming in hot as always. People is looking good, it's looking beautiful. Nothing's wrong in the land of Bitcoin. At least I can't speak for the overall crypto market. You know, it's a little bit different. But Bitcoin is coming in hot. Let's see if I can get there. We go at $97,342, up 4.15%. Ethereum, $3,466, up 5.35%. For Ripple XRP at $2.30, $7 or 7.17 I can't say this, 7.17%. Number 6, Solana at $195, up 6.6%. Number 9, Cardano at $93, up 7.5%. And Tron, number 10, at 25 cents, up 3.74%. Fear and Greed Index has went super low during this holiday, folks. It is at a 55. And that's when you know the market has like the weirdest psychology to it, because you can literally go from the same price point a week ago and the market be at 80, 85. Fear and Greed Index to 2 weeks later is at 55 with the exact same price point. Bitcoin dominance 56.6, Ethereum dominance 12.2. Those are your prices on the day. Some quick shout outs before I go through the stories. Not a lot of stories, slow cycle. But the one that, of course, is worth covering is the IRS one. Bill Spliff, Alapio, Mary Chrysler for sure. Happy holidays, everybody. Crypto Night Train, Lord Smith, Saber Sage, BK Crypto, Erica K. Good morning, Satoshi Slim. Let's see. Yes, the staking thing is taxable, is dumb. LOL, judge has already ruled against this. We'll be talking about happy holidays, Merry Christmas, happy Kwanzaa. What else? I'm missing one. What's the other one? The main one I missed. I'm missing a couple, but Merry, happy everything to you. I hope you enjoy it, you filthy animals. Let's go ahead and get it really quick. All right. IRS doubles down. And okay, somebody in the comments just said that this is stupid. Laura Smith said they already ruled against it. I'm glad to hear, because look, this is why I do this show. This headline scared me. Okay, this headline scared me. Let me know what you mean, Lord, for the judge who ruled against it, because this is the new ruling, and they're trying to make it seem like this is going to be the one to set precedent. All right, you know I don't like that. It made me nervous over the holidays. I was hoping to bring you some better gifts. This is the best thing I can get. The U.S. tax agency denied arguments from a second lawsuit brought by Joshua and Jessica Jarrett over staking rewards. That is right. The United States Internal Revenue Service, IRS, has reiterated its position that rewards from staking activities do not constitute new property, opposing a legal challenge that sought to defer taxes until rewards are sold or exchanged, which is still whack to me. According to the December 23rd Bloomberg report, the agency denied arguments from a second lawsuit brought by Joshua Jarrett and his wife, Jessica Jarrett. The agency claimed that rewards constituted taxable income upon receipt. The IRS response states, Revenue Ruling 2023-14 requires taxpayers who receive staking rewards to report the rewards as income at their fair market value upon having the ability to sell, exchange, or otherwise dispose of them. Now, really quick, unless you're one of these Roger Ver type folks where you're having hundreds of millions of dollars, just millions of dollars, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars, very unlikely they're going to find or even know about or want to know about your rewards, right? The average person, let's say staking rewards might get to like $300 to $600 on average, right? Like a nice little stimulus type of package. So it's not like people are walking away on average having hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars of rewards. So again, this is one of those things when I see that law get made, I'm like, you're not here. Yep. Thank you, Erica K. IRS is gang. Hanukkah. Thank you. Happy Hanukkah. Your IRS is gang is like, how, like, these are the rewards that will hurt the retail market and the regular person, right? The people you think you're going to catch, or even you might even put out there to protect or whatever, the person who's getting like 300,000 or $5 million in staking rewards, like that's few and far between. And even if it wasn't few and far between, like the risk, I don't think people understand. If you get hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars from staking, that means you provided like damn near all the liquidity for the platform for the first however many months, whatever. On the flip side, if you provide that liquidity and it's a rug pull or it's a hack or it's a scam, and let's say you lose $3 million, the IRS isn't coming to save you. They're not giving you a check like, oh, we know you lost $3 million in crypto trying to provide liquidity for a platform. The reason why you get those staking rewards. But since it was a rug pull and a scam, you lost all $3 million. There is nothing we can do. So it can't be both ways. And that's the way, once again, our government is trying to have it right now. Lord said a couple sued IRS about staking rewards because they were unrealized. Jessica won the first time. All right. So this is the second one, right? This is the second one right here. So this is the IRS coming back, doubling down, saying we could care less what happened in the first trial. We're still standing on our square as far as this is taxable. Now, again, this has been going on since 2021 when the couple filed the first lawsuit against an agency over 8,876 Tesla tokens earned as staking rewards in 2019. They argue that those tokens, akin to a farmer's crop or author's manuscript, should be considered property and taxed only upon sale, which I also disagree with. The IRS, because look, here's the thing. Again, if you don't make money on it, if it's a scam, if it's a hack, or even if it is worth something and then the time you go to sell is worth nothing, you're not getting money back. Like it has to be both ways. If they're going to tax it, then if you lose it, there has to be claims to that capital as well. There can't just be, well, if you have it out thin air, then we can tax it. But if you lose it or you lose capital trying to get it out thin air, then hey, good luck to you. Like that is not the way this works. The IRS responded by offering a $4,000 tax refund, which the Jarrett's declined, aiming to set a legal precedent for all approved stake networks. The court later dismissed the case, deeming it moot due to the refund. So again, this has been ongoing. They filed a second lawsuit in October 2024, seeking a declaration that their staking reward should be treated as property and taxed only upon sale. They requested a refund of $12,179 paid on the tokens earned in the 2020 tax year, which I said you better believe it. The IRS isn't giving you money back from years ago, which is why you should not give it to them to begin with. You should just go to court from the jump. They're saying new property is not taxable income. Instead, taxable income arises from the proceeds from the sale of that new property. In all other contexts, the IRS recognizes that new property is not taxable income. Again, this will set the precedent of how staking should be looked at in the United States. I don't think the IRS is ever going to shake their stance because, again, to even essentially disprove their stance that they just popped out with and said on a Wednesday night, you essentially have to go to court, continue to pay taxes, and then say, hey, we're fighting this. So I think it's going to be a long fight. This is something the entire crypto community should actually get behind. I'm surprised we don't see the likes of Coinbase and those type of folks behind this because they're not making any money off it. That's usually how it goes. But it'll be cool to see the crypto community rally behind this because this is going to set precedent. And again, this is another reason, another story. When I see stories like this, I'm like, next year might be my last year in crypto. I mean, they're talking about trying to tax staking. It is like they want to squeeze every little penny out this space, and it's becoming the no fun league, the NFL. Okay, so hopefully we can keep fighting a good fight, and we can see things like this like not get pushed through. But if they do get pushed through, you're going to be looking at a totally different market. They're like essentially they're trying to enforce and regulate DeFi. That's why they say, hey, we can't do peer-to-peer transfers with Bitcoin. You can't, somebody can't give you money, you give them Bitcoin. That's money laundering. They're doing that because they are trying to make sure there's no way to do any type of DeFi or decentralized finance, period. They want all of that to go toward the banks. And this is definitely competition with the banks. Memories of Mike, Janine Hayes, what's going on? Smash that like. Yeah, give me a quick thumbs up. It doesn't take no time. Homie said, in my opinion, the only thing that should be taxed is whatever amount is profited in USD after all is settled in USD. Whatever is in the crypto market or in Bitcoin can't be taxed, even if it's earned from staking. I would even say no to that because all they would have to do is essentially crash or make the dollar, devalue the dollar a little bit more. And now you're saying, well, hey, we got to take even more of this crypto because of this tax. Like, it's such a slippery slope. It is. It's such a slippery slope. Again, I would kind of be with it if you can provide protections. But I'm telling you, it's probably just as many losers as there are winners when it comes to running the Bitcoin and crypto casino and the staking and lending and farming casino as well. So it'll be a dangerous thing to say, all right, if you lose money in this crazy casino, we can pay you back. But if you make money, you need to tax, you get taxes. Like, I don't know if IRS want to take that bet. That is an expensive bet right there. All right, what else we have? Trump is in the news. Speaking of which, I saw Lord talking about Trump might change that. Trump is in the news. This is a very interesting article right here. Shout out to him. Trump appoints former college football player Bo Hines to head crypto council. Bo Hines will work under Donald Trump's crypto and AI czar David Sachs on the incoming president's crypto council in a bid to foster innovation and growth for digital assets. When I heard his name, I was like, something sounds familiar about it. And that's because Bo Hines was a few years after me at North Carolina State University and played some football. Go Pat. Shout out to Bo Hines. It looks like he nominated, or excuse me, appointed former college player Bo Hines as the a part of his crypto council as the executive director of his incoming administration's crypto council. Now, if you all have heard about Bo in the crypto space, please leave comments under the video or in the chat right now, because before this, I hadn't really heard about Bo in crypto. So you all let me know your thoughts on him and what he's doing. But in December 22nd post on his social media platform, Truth Social, I guess we need to migrate over there. The United States president-elect said Bo Hines, an unsuccessful U.S. House rep candidate in 2022, will become the executive director of the Presidential Council of Advisors for Digital Assets. Again, somebody let me know what Bo been doing in the space. You can see here from Donald Trump's thread is the executive director of the Presidential Council of Advisors for Digital Assets, the Crypto Council, a new advisory group composed of luminaries from the crypto industry and chaired by a crypto czar, David Sachs. Bo is a graduate of Yale University and Wake Forest Law School. In his new role, Bo will work with David to foster innovation and growth in the digital asset space while ensuring industry leaders have the resources they need to succeed. Together, they will create an environment where the industry can flourish and remain a cornerstone of our nation's technological advancement. So he names a few more people and then gives them a congratulations. This was very interesting. I mean, I started looking up Bo Hines. He ran as a Republican candidate for North Carolina's U.S. House seat, but lost to a Democratic rival, Willie Nickel. Hines, among several other Republican candidates, received funding from the American Dream Federal Action Super PAC and other pro-crypto PACs. Again, I guess so he's plugged in with the crypto. Okay. So he's a quote-unquote crypto bro. He probably knows somebody from a wealth investment company who know a couple people who put him in touch with Trump. This is my bro who's been doing crypto. I did see his age is 29. So again, we've seen really the last 10 years, we've seen like teenagers in this space. So he could be like a 10-year crypto bet for sure. I don't want to say an age thing like that. However, it would have been during the time he was at NC State playing football, then at Wake Forest getting a JD, and then at Yale as well. So it'll be interesting to see how much time he had to really do his crypto thing during those stints. Or was this a guy who just kind of came in during the meme coin craze, made a ton of money, ton of traction from the VC friends from Yale? Because I have been to Yale to party, and I tell you what, at a Yale party I was at a frat party. Just stumbled in. My buddy's younger brother played lacrosse for them. We went to go see a lacrosse game. We went to a frat party afterwards, and literally, I kid you not, he was like, this at the time, I don't know if this is Jamie Dimons, but he was like, this is the Chase CEO's daughter. This is the prince or whatever from This Is His Country's son. This is so it literally was like a party of who's children at Yale. That's one of those type of schools. Have you ever been to Yale too? It looks like Hogwarts. Like no lie, it looks like a Harry Potter school. So my point is he legit? Does he know what he's talking about? Or again, was this guy at Yale and just leverage his contacts, called up a couple of favors and friends, got the meme coin VC portfolio pumping for a couple of months. Everybody told somebody. Next thing you know, Trump's like, get in here and help the old guy, David Sachs, out with the whole crypto thing. Like, that's my question. So I don't know. You all let me know if you heard of Bo Hines. That was the first time I heard of him. But again, it looks like he is going to be, he's going to be in the White House or around the White House as far as this crypto council. So again, cool to see that he's actually doing a crypto council. I will say that. Also cool to see that they are not just going after the old group. Again, Bo Hines is 29 years old, so you have some fresh eyes in there as well. So these are all pretty cool to see. However, like I said, I got is he just a muggle? I got to know. Before this, I hadn't really heard of him. You all let me know. I'll definitely be doing my homework. And y'all know I'm about to call the White House, right? I'm about to call in my favors now. I'm like, I was training Ripple when he was still in high school drama class. Look what we doing right now. No, I'm just kidding. But for real, shout out to him. Again, went to NC State too. So shout out that. And like I tell people in California, I've told people so many times in California, Um, well, I'll be like, look, I choose not to do it, but at least the state of North Carolina and Michigan. Oh, the Congress seat is a layup, people. Like, are you kidding me? Like, my man's almost got into Congress with no military service. He played a couple of downs at a couple of schools, caught some catches. Hey, came about there with a JD. Didn't really work out. You know, he almost became a politician, congressman. Didn't work out, but then he bounced over to crypto. I'm sure we'll see him soon on the congressional side, not the Senate side in North Carolina, because I'm telling you, that is how it works in a state like that. It isn't like, as long as you plugged in, it's not super difficult. If you're plugged in, you're doing the right thing, and you're actually good at what you do. Let me add that. I'm sure he's a good leader, and does things the right way as well. So you add in a combination of that, you get a state like North Carolina, Michigan, South Carolina, they'll back somebody young and be like, let's see it. Hey, Michigan back somebody young. Kwame Brown, he just blew it. Kwame Brown was in there at what, 28, 29 years old. So the mayor of Detroit. So, some of these cities and states will back a younger person and give you the push you need to get to the White House. So again, shout out to Bo Nichols. And even if he isn't like a crypto expert, from Trump and his administration's point of view, again, they're trying to capture younger people. They're talking about crypto. Uh, Honestly, they might not even need him to do anything. They just might need him in there and be friends with him. And they're like, Bo, we know we're going to see you again in 10 years in Congress or somewhere else, and we'll call in our favor then. But we're just helping you out here. Either way it goes, shout out to him. Glad to see. And last but not least, crypto.com, grand plans are starting to be realized. They're like twiddling their hands like Birdman, baby, or like an evil villain. They're like, yes, we finally can take over all the institutional crypto in the United States. Here's the thing. I was wondering, Monaco to crypto.com. How did it happen? Monaco said we'll get you what, platinum back Visa debit cards to use your crypto. People paid them. It didn't happen. They were fine. They disappeared. They came back crypto.com. They took over Staples, the Staples Arena, the house that Kobe built, and the rest has been history. They are charging, and it doesn't seem like they'll be stopping anytime soon. I mean, honestly, just to get the heads up, the okay, they're cool by us from the Los Angeles Lakers, essentially from Staples Center, from downtown LA, to have that crypto.com arena is giving them the legitimacy they need to move forward. And of course, it looks like Trump has some positive things to say about them, some things they're doing also. And they're saying, hey, you know what? Let's not stop now. Let's go full on everything and become a U.S. institutional custody service. Really quick, I want to say to the United States, this is absolutely insane that we're saying we have crypto experts in our government now, which they claim, right? IRS. And here's my thing, for the IRS who say we should tax staking and everything. All right, well, you all custody in there. You all can custody it too. How about that? You don't have the wherewithal. You don't have the intelligence. You don't have the framework or the structures to even do that yourselves, because it is crazy that as a government, we're actually custodying the crypto and Bitcoin that they have with the likes of Coinbase and possibly even crypto.com. It would be crazy and hilarious at the same time if no keys, no cheese happened to the United States government or one of these other foreign governments, where literally we see crypto.com or Coinbase or whatever say, you know what, we're done playing and we're moving. And everybody's like, what do you mean? They're just like, oh, we're done. It's just everything shuts down, including a government wallet. Could you imagine that? This is where I said the whole economy of this wouldn't matter and military might would. I think immediately the U.S. would send a team over to Coinbase offices or to crypto.com offices like, yeah, we're going to get them keys up off y'all today. I don't know how this is usually handled, but it can't go down like this. The move is part of the exchange's broader plan to expand its U.S. presence following the election of Donald Trump. Again, the foxes are in the hen houses. Grab your kids, grab your wife. They up in here. Crypto.com has launched an institutional crypto custody service in the U.S. as part of a broader plan to expand its presence in the country. They said on December 23rd, dubbed Crypto.com Custody Trust Company, the chartered trust is eligible to custody assets for U.S. institutions and high net worth individuals. Crypto.com said, okay, all right. So they said, we won't take from the government directly. We'll take from the people and institutions first. One rug is all I want to see. One exit scam. It'll just be crazy. Digital assets held by Crypto.com's U.S. and Canadian customers will migrate to Crypto.com Custody Trust Company over the coming weeks, the exchange said. This step reflects our confidence in the North American market, Chris Marzelik, Crypto.com CEO, said in a statement. I mean, hey, shout out for Crypto.com. They haven't stopped. Like I said, I'm sure from their point of view, their marketing and their narrative, they'll say, hey, yeah, we hit some roadblocks early on. when we were a different company, but our team's different. We've changed locations. And ever since this Los Angeles partnership downtown with the arena, things have been on the up and up. Not mentioning all the money that went into all these plays behind the scenes to make this even possible. But regardless, they said they're going to keep chugging along. They're going to be here. And they may actually become, as you can see here, the official Donald Trump / United States custody platform as well. In December, U.S. President-elect Donald Trump met with Marzelek at Trump's home in Mar-a-Lago to discuss crypto policies. That's right. Crypto.com's CEO met with the president like a week ago. If y'all saw that article come out the same day. Crypto.com dropped his lawsuit against the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, citing its intent to work with the incoming administration on a regulatory framework for the industry. So essentially, Crypto.com said, we won't sue the United States, which, and the part that's crazy about that, and this is where it's like, these people are not here for the entire industry. You're saying you're going to drop the lawsuit against the SEC, essentially because you're being given a job. You're being given funding. You're being given they're like, yeah, tell us about the framework. Like, really? Like, I highly doubt he's just going to listen to Crypto.com's framework. But even if he actually does, and that goes through, like, wow. Again, a bunch of foreigners getting their way. I want to go ahead and call that out. Smooth and cool. What was that last name again? When have you seen a Crypto.com employee at any North American Bitcoin conference? Because most of the people I've spoken to have not. But I will not down and out them on this beautiful holiday eve, Christmas Eve. What I will do is say in the New Year's, folks, we need to be getting in touch with folks from Crypto.com because I want to talk to somebody too. We got Trump put a name with a face. I want to put a name with a face too. I would love to talk to some folks from Crypto.com. I know they want to do some partnerships behind the scenes. They've reached out to me as far as partnerships go. But that's just, you know how that goes. That's just the money coming and going. I would like to see, I would actually like to see what's going on with Crypto.com. All right, last story, but not least, because I see you all in the comments talking about it. Hold on, let me see if I can bring it up. I did see the story. Let me see. I'm about to try to bring it up. The story they're talking about in the comments for those who, appreciate it. Oh, I forgot to, you all did put in chat. I did forget to talk about it. We talked about it in chat, so I was thinking we talk about it live. All right, the story is everyone talking about in the chat that we have to cover last but not least. I thought this was like the TV show. Who's seen the TV show Red Notice, whoever it's called? Interpol issues red notice for Hex founder Richard Hart. That is right. Interpol, people, the EU gang who was backed by the US gang. Hey, boy, you're gonna pay that money. Interpol, just like a TV show. Interpol has issued a red notice for Hex founder Richard Schuler, also known as Richard Hart, for allegedly committing tax fraud and assault. Putting hands and feet on people. We can't be doing that, brother. The world's largest international police organization, Interpol, has issued a red notice for Hex founder Richard Schuler, also known as Richard Hart, for allegedly committing tax fraud and assault. A red notice is a global request. What? A global request for law enforcement to locate and provisionally arrest a person, with Finnish authorities seeking Schuler's arrest. However, a red notice is not an international arrest warrant. Okay, so basically they're just saying if you can, but you don't have to. Schuler was also listed on Europe's most wanted fugitives list. What? Where the same allegations went into more detail. It is alleged that Schuler physically assaulted a 16-year-old victim by grabbing their hair, dragging them into the stairwell, and knocking them to the ground. Wow. If you have news on this, let me know in the chat. Was this a male or female? Is this a crypto thing, a sexual thing? What is going on here? The remand order was issued for Schuler 3 months ago. He's suspected of tax evasion between June 20th, 2020 and April 2nd, 2024. And again, really quick, for a guy who brags online about how much money he made in the matters of millions, why wouldn't you just give them a taste? And see, that's the thing where you think you're too big for your own stench, and you're not gang either, especially your goofy self. You're not gang. You never will be gang. Like, you're going to pay that money, boy. You're going to pay that money. But seriously, that's where it's like you really are out of your mind and body right now. You think it's fine to do it to YouTubers, influencers on Twitter and your community. We got all this money. We got all this money, houses and cars. Weren't they doing all that? They were doing all of that, inviting other males to their genitalia, all types of craziness, right? And y'all doing all that, and you ain't paid Uncle Sam, my uncle, my peoples, the people's my uncle. You ain't paid them, and you talking crazy? What? No, that is like, come on. That shows you how these are the dumbest smart people you ever met in your life sometimes. A, and then B, like, woo, Richard, come on, man. Just the news, the headlines. Oh boy, they about to serve you up. But let's go ahead and take a quick peek at this. What else is going on with this? This is Richard James Schuler. Don't got the Louis Vuitton on in this picture. Just got the regular black tee on. They doxed him. You talk about doxing. They said we're gonna dox him. Wanted by Finland. The whole country wanted his ass. He must have touched somebody's niece or nephew. That's a somebody, right? He must have put his hands on somebody and they looked up at him and was like, you know, my daddy is the head of Interpol, right? That is your ass. And he was like, man, I ain't listening to that. I ain't care about your daddy. And they was like, all right, bet. On September 18th, Courier Telegraph reported that Helsinki police detective Harry Sari Stola told Yi that Hart's income reporting did not match the tax service's estimates. Schuler has yet to comment publicly on the red notice. However, he has remained active on social media and has made comments that appear to allude to matter. If the haters really wanted to get me down, they could raise more than the 27 million I did for medical research. Schuler said in December X post. Oh, so he's going to keep it going. Schuler's also, of course, the center of an SEC lawsuit, but nothing that's happened since then. Honestly, his best bet right now would be to go ahead and give into the fund of what's the old boy name? Go ahead and give to President-elect Donald Trump. Like, hey, I know you won already, but you got any ancillary items you need to be purchased so that that maybe the US doesn't see. I don't know. You need to go talk to Trump and his cronies to see how you can get in where you fit in, because that may be the only way to get this red notice and these boys about your ass. You need Uncle Trump to come help you. Let's see. Last but not least, let's take a look at this story. Europe's most wanted fugitives. Woo, man. Fraud, including that affecting the financial interests of the European communities, within the meaning of the Convention of 26 July 1995 on the protection of European communities' financial interests. So, yeah, they want them for tax evasion. They want that money. They want that money. Money. Oh, no, they did put okay. Ooh, here's the number 2. Hold on. Schuler physically assaulted a 16-year-old victim by grabbing their hair. They're not saying if it's a boy or a girl, dragging them into the stairwell and knocking them to the ground while the victim was lying on the back of the floor. Schuler punched him 4 to 5 times in the face, nose, and eyes and head area. Schuler caused the victim to suffer pain, broken facial skin, bleeding and swelling in the facial area. In addition, the victim's clothes were covered in blood. Was this his kid? Was this his kid? Somebody else's kid? Is he dating a woman who has a kid, maybe? Like, who knows about this story? Who is this 16-year-old and what's going on? This is a super weird story right here. Super weird. And I'm not saying if it's him or her what caused it. I tell you what, though, Richard, a lot of people want to give you that fade out there. So don't just give it to the 16-year-old, man. You got to stop through some other these channels. Some of these folks want their Hex money back. You got some Heskins on your ass. So don't just give it to the 16-year-old. Give it to everybody. Laura said, why wouldn't he just pay? Have y'all not seen his shopping trips? Does he still have it? I don't know. Or maybe he thinks if he does pay, it sets precedent. So maybe he is trying to really fight it. We'll see. Donate $5+ million to Trump's inaugural, then yes, get pardoned. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He might have to do something like that. S1 Dove said, let's hold up on the beating up of the 16-year-olds. That's a common setup. Yo, Richard, you might want to try Russia. Yes. I will say this too. I wonder he said scratch his neck. Y'all got any more of them pardons? Alec is funny. I will say this. I won't talk like, 16-year-olds are innocent, right? Especially the ones like the environment and energy Richard Hart breeds. It could have been a 16-year-old Heskin just like popping hot shit and pointing at him, right? And he was like, it could have been a big one. What if he's a lineman, right? He's 6'3", 6'4". He already got half a beard. Richard thought he was like 19, 20 or something. He was like, oh, I'm going to give you this L today. Look, the bottom line is, like Manza said, he didn't want to bloody up the Gucci suit. Look, somebody called him out. He was ready for the challenge. He took it. Them 16-year-olds do be popping hot stuff sometimes. I used to substitute teach high school, so I do know for a fact they will pop something hot. And then when you be like, well, what's up with the action? They be like, hey, what's going on? I'm just a kid, man. Like, oh, you trying to, I'm just a kid that after you was talking that crazy talk in front of everybody. So I won't say that they don't go a little crazy, but that is why as an adult, you're supposed to go the other way, especially when you're supposedly having hundreds of millions of dollars. Laura Smith said it best, LOL, he's a thug. Get that thug, that child beater out of here. He out here hitting on kids and stuff. Get him out of here. Red notice his ass. All right. Other than that, that is the show for the day. Make sure you smash that like and share. I won't be back tomorrow. The game plan is to get back toward the end of this week. But if you don't see me, I'll be back next week. I do have a lot of stuff I'm doing on the channel behind the scenes. I'm telling you. I'm trying to launch some things here, possibly in the next couple of weeks. So I am using these days to really get things done. But other than that, that is the show. If you're not already, go ahead and check out the Discord. I'll update the link later today in the description. So check out the Discord. I'll be there throughout the holiday season as well. So of course we'll be chatting. Hopefully by the end of this week, I want to get my a little altcoin portfolio started. So we'll see with that as well. Smash that like and share. Thank you all for coming. Happy holidays to you and your family. Yes, S1 Dove saying Detroit 16-year-old might end things for you. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. I'll see you all soon with some more crypto news. Cheers.